Hey, we always live Elvis.
Memphis Mafia kid
And Teresa.
hey, hope everybody's having a great weekend.
Rainy.
Here it is Saturday, but it's raining. Rain,
You can hear
rain.
hear
You
it.
can almost hear it. Like I said, hope y'all are having a great weekend. We went out for a little while to the big Tupelo flea market, and had a few good hours this morning, but then the rain set in, so we come on back to the house and let's do it and watch it. Hey, y'all, we're back with some more great questions. Before we do that, as always, Teresa's got some birthdays, prayers, shout outs.
I don't think we have any shout outs.
Whoa, come up with one.
All right. Happy birthday to Stella, Karen Ware. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look that one up. Hart Murma, Rhonda Murray, Sylvia, Kathy, Paul Wynn, George Ryback, and 70s Elvis fan. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, y'all.
And our prayers for Josh Taylor and his family.
Yes, prayers go out to them. Our prayers are with each and every one of you always. So, hey, like I said, hope everybody's having a good weekend. No, Teresa did not get any purses today at the flea market, but hey.
I got t-shirt and makeup.
Weekend's young. Yeah.
And I had to drag Danny out kicking and screaming because there was a little male pug puppy he wanted.
That's not true.
And I told him Mac and Layla no.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I did say it with a straight face. You wanted that pug puppy so bad you couldn't stand it.
You know,
I had to say no.
We talked about rain, girl.
Yeah.
That lightning strikes and.
You know it.
Anyway, y'all.
You know it.
Yep.
No, I didn't mean to skip somebody's birthday, but the last name, because, you're writing, it's Randy. Okay, Randy Davis Sr. Happy heavenly birthday. Okay, that's what it was.
Yes.
Well, your writing sucks. It's terrible.
Golly. Yeah, you're reading to us.
It is.
Anyway, y'all, we're going to get with it because she's fixing to get.
Hey, tomorrow's Mother's Day. You better be nice to me.
I'm nice to you every day. Like I said, weekend young.
No, you did get me some jewelry Friday. Yeah. Okay, this is from Nick B. 9191. Do you guys believe the supposed Elvis casket photo is real?
Yes, we've talked about it. It's real, and one of his, because not like I've said in the past, was it altered some? I have no idea. That's very possible. But that picture, was real. Wished it was never taken.
And who took it? Because a lot of people always think it's your daddy, but it was.
It was actually another cousin called. His name was Billy Mann. And like I said, wished it was never taken. Like I said, before they put it out, did they, do
Photoshop
the things
whatever.
that they do to them, right?
However they did it back then.
Very possible, but it was an actual photo, yes.
Okay, from Mia Shore. Did you and Lisa ever argue?
Man, did we? We had I won't really like bad argue fights, but yeah, sure we did. We all of us did. Most of the time with Lisa, it was over things we were going to do, what we were going to do, and the order we were going to do them in, and at times, Lisa liked to be, let's just face it, bossy at times, and a lot of it was, at times when we were going to eat and when we wasn't going to eat, and this little chubby boy, that wasn't going to work. So
you were fighting for
just
all the time to eat.
Your normal family things, but most of the time it was about things because everybody always had something,
their own idea,
right, that we wanted to do, and of course we wanted to, but it was everybody thought their idea was the best and should go first, and you know how that goes.
And probably all of you were strong-willed and hard-headed.
Exactly. So, but nothing major. Nothing major.
Well, how did you decide? I mean, draw straws or just whoever was the loudest one?
We just
negotiated.
a lot of it was working trade off for this and that. Different, as normal families do. Hey, we'll do this if you'll do this. Things like that. So.
Okay. Debroy 3262. Danny, did you ever find yourself in a situation where people wanted to hang with you just so they could get close to Elvis?
Sure. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I think. No, I don't think. Anybody that was close and around Elvis Presley's had that happen to them at one time or another.
Probably anyone who was related or close to any celebrity has probably.
Oh yes, that's exactly what I mean. But we're talking Elvis here,
right.
So but you're exactly right.
Yeah.
It's and two, early on, when you're young and teenager and especially with girls, in your mind, sure you have feelings and you find out, but later in life when you see and realize who Elvis Presley was and the effect that he had on people, you kind of understand, and it makes it better. But sure, I mean and then of course like I said, when living with him and there's always people out there that's just the way they are. So
did it take you a while to realize it, or did you kind of know from the start?
Pretty much you figured it out right off on those. It didn't take very long at all.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, from Terry LH. She says, or he says, I don't know which, sorry. I recently watched a video with Charlie Hodge speaking of Elvis. He seemed so sincere and caring of Elvis. Did you get to know Charlie?
Yes, and you probably you're a newcomer, and we appreciate having you, or you've missed a couple of videos, which, hey, go back. We got a lot of videos out that I talk about Charlie, but yes, I couldn't imagine I'm not getting to know Charlie in life. I guess I'm trying to say that just have never known him. That in my mind just kind of I just can't imagine it. Like I said, and none of those guys, but we're talking about Charlie. Charlie babysit us a lot. He was always good to us. He was funny. Could do impressions. He just, for a little guy like myself, he had a gigantic heart. He was something else. We always loved Charlie. Of course, like I've talked about, a lot of the guys loved him, but Charlie was he was unique.
Okay, from Janet Eberl. Wait a minute. Eberly. Is it true that in the 1968 comeback, Elvis Presley, that the Memphis Mafia wives and girlfriends sat in front so no other woman could get a hold of Elvis?
That's not true. Never heard that.
That's the first you've heard of it?
Right. I mean, some of the guys, girlfriends may have been there, but they didn't stage them around.
They didn't make a wall.
No. Just like at Elvis's concerts, they didn't block him off, and Elvis wouldn't have, he wouldn't have liked that anyway. Y'all have seen in many of his concerts, him get a little, I won't say totally upset, but tell like security or the police officers of that city or whatever, hey, let him up, let him up. Elvis loved, giving his scars a hug, a kiss, so I just, that's another thing that tells me that's not true.
Or from Creative 10, what do you think were the happiest times in Elvis's life?
Well, when I first heard this question, it just a lot of things, y'all, was running through my head, and I think there was many times, but I'm gonna name what I think. Me and Teresa and all. And we both Teresa spit it out just a little bit before I did. I was thinking the same thing, the earlier years. you know,
When his mama was alive.
Yes, when you know, I think he was so happy and overcome when he was able to buy Graceland for him and have them up there in those years.
It was all new.
Then of course, you know, how can you not, you know, the birth of your child, you know, when Lisa was born, and then, you know, having Lisa through those years and you know, and through the late 60s, early 70s, you know, those were really, really good times. And of course, I've mentioned, you know, when he was with Linda, you know, those were great times.
That's when he could rent out Liberty Land.
Yeah, he had a lot
exciting.
You know, he's like everybody else in a way that, you know, sure, none of us can get away from your ups and your downs and you're happy and you're sad. But I think in my heart, that's the ones I remember. I remember how he was, and I think, you know, of course I didn't in the 50s, but my daddy and stories from my family, and you know, I think there was many times that he was happy in life. So those are just some of the ones that we thought. Hey, you know, that's another great one. We love to get y'all's feedback. Y'all send us some feedback on them.
Okay, from Sue Shannon. Do you think Elvis ever regretted ending things with Linda, and did they stay friends?
I don't know if regret would be the word. I think, no, I don't think. I know he always loved Linda. They did somewhat. I mean, not. He cared about Linda. He loved Linda. But y'all, it's like we talked about. I mean, he did a lot of women. That was just Elvis. I mean, and they pretty much said. Linda said, you know, most all of them, you know, have said with the men. I mean, that Elvis just
he loved women.
He loved women. He and you know, he just couldn't be tied down with one woman. But I think I know that he missed Linda. I do know. I believe that. And that's, I mean, y'all, I mean, what can you say? Of course, he, you know, he missed her. He still loved her, but, you know, things have to go on, I guess. So that's what he did.
All right. This last question is from Janice Smith. Have you ever been told that you have Gladys's eyes? Because every time I look at you, I see her eyes.
I have, and it runs in, Aunt Gladys,
your daddy,
my granddaddy, my daddy, my Uncle Bobby, my daddy's brother. We all, Danielle, Laney. That's a gene that on the Smith side, just you know, we all have those eyes. And yes, I've been told that, and I'm very, very proud of it. But yeah, my granddaddy and Aunt Gladys, you know, they had, of course, they were brother and sister, but all of them, that, you know, like I said, it went down through the family, and it's passed down, you know,
it keeps on going
through my family. So it's a strong gene.
I was going to say it's a strong gene.
But yeah, we have those sad eyes, y'all.
Puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, they've been called that for just all, you know, sad eyes.
Yeah.
Puppy dog eyes, bulldog eyes, just you know.
Yep.
It
but
is.
Hey, we want to wish every mother a happy Mother's Day.
We do. You jumped ahead of me on that.
I did it on purpose.
Yes. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
All you mothers.
Yes.
And
what?
We hope y'all, you know, have a good one.
Yes.
And get to see you know, your
kids,
children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, and you know, all your younger generation family that you love and like to have around you. And y'all too, like I said, I want to say, appreciate the questions. Please, y'all, hey, keep sending them in. Hit us up with those questions. And we will be back in a couple more days here later doing things. And so every couple days, you can bet your sweet bottom dollar you're going to get an MMK video. So, because we love y'all and we love doing them. Until that next video, remember, we always live Elvis.